When it was announced that Hans Zimmer's score for Dune Part 2 was ineligible for the Best Original Score Oscar, there was a bit of an outcry from fans of both Zimmer and the sequel. Add director Denis Villeneuve to that list, as he is none too pleased about the Academy's decision to deem it out of contention. Even though Hans Zimmer won his second Oscar for 2021's Dune, Villeneuve thinks he should have been eligible for Part 2. Speaking at a recent screening of the film via/film, Villeneuve told the audience, "I am absolutely against the decision of the Academy to exclude Hans, frankly, because I feel like his score is one of the best scores of the year. I don't use the word genius often, but Hans is one. I'm not here to complain. The soundtrack is really a continuity of Part 1. As for why Hans Zimmer can't be considered for the Oscar yet again for the second Dune, it comes down to the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences imposed rules. As per the Academy's special rules in the music categories, in cases such as sequels and franchises from any media, the score must consist of more than 80% newly composed music, which does not contain any pre-existing themes borrowed from previous scores in the franchise. Hey, there's always Dune, Messiah. Interestingly, this year's shortlist for the category still included a handful of franchise movies, including Gladiator 2, as apparently composer Harry Gregson Williams deviated enough from Hans Zimmer's Oscar-nominated score for the original for it to be eligible. The nominees will be announced on Friday, January 17th. Dune Part 2 stands as one of the highest-grossing movies of 2024, pulling in $707 million worldwide, due at least in part to Warner Bros.' decision to put it on HBO Max the day before its wide theatrical release. But as we know, that doesn't necessarily equate to Oscar glory, as it's not expected that Part 2 will touch the first 10 nominations, nor will it take home 6. How do you feel about Hans Zimmer not being eligible for his score for Dune Part 2? Do you agree with the rule? Give us your take below.